Now there's pros and cons to both buying the dip and buying the breakout. First, buying the dip. So buying the dip means that you are buying as price is coming into a certain support level. Now it be prior price action or some kind of a moving average, like say a 50-day moving average. And so price is coming in, and as it touches that level, you're buying right at that level. Now the advantage to doing that is that you're going to be able to have a very, very tight stop loss, right? Because if the 50-day moving average is here, your stop loss is going to be right over there. So that could give you a potentially huge reward to risk when that happens, right? Because your risk is going to be minuscule, right? It could be less than 1 point, right? And if you're looking to buy that dip and it continues to run, that you could make 10 times your money. You can make 50 times your money depending on the type of trader that you are. But the problem comes in when you buy that dip, but it fails and it just keeps on going down. And so a lot of times with buy the dip trades, you will be stopped out again and again and again. And if you're okay with being wrong a lot, that one 50-time winner can make up for all those losses, but it's 1 out of 50, right? Well, I remember reading Van Tharp's book, Super Trader, and he was talking about different position sizing models. Now, this is getting into the weeds a little bit, but one of the systems that he was modeling was like, okay, would you want a system where you had 50 trades and 48 of them were losses, but the two winners in there were both 50 times winners, right? Like on paper, that sounds amazing, but the other 48 where you're losing just one loss at a time, so you're losing $1, $1, $1, $1, and then those last two are both 50 winners. You're coming out way ahead, but you've got to sit through a long list of losers. Most traders are not going to be able to do that. For me personally, I would not want to do that, but that's a winning system. That's one of the potential drawbacks of buying the dip. So the way that I personally prefer to buy the dip is to buy the bounce after the dip, meaning that I won't buy here. I'll wait for price to bounce off of the support level, make a new support level, confirm that this support level is going to hold, and then get into it. I've found that increases my odds by about 50%, right? So I'll be right on a buy the dip or buy the bounce after the dip kind of trade about 50% of the time, and I'll gladly sacrifice those extra points to be right half the time and still come out with a trade that makes 4, 5, 6 times the amount that I've risked. Now let's talk about the breakout trades. So the advantage of the breakout trades is that you already have price confirming on the way up, and then if price comes back in and then confirms again, that now you're already in a trend and price is moving in your favor. The con with a breakout trade is that you're getting in kind of late, right? When you think about it as a buying the dip as price is coming in versus buying the breakout up here, yeah, you're getting in later. If we're talking about a trade where you could get in at 100 or you could get in at 90, the buy the dipper is getting in at 90, the breakout trader is getting in at 100, but the breakout trader has the higher probability trade. They're sacrificing all of that airspace to have a higher probability trade. So it comes down to what type of trader do you want to be? Do you want to be right more often, or do you want to have the bigger wins? For me personally, I like to try to find a happy medium where I'm not waiting for the classic breakout where you're buying at the high. I'm trying to find some kind of an area where I'm buying that bounce after the dip, and I'm getting into that sweet spot where you have price confirming that it's starting to move up, but you still have the benefit of getting in close to that support level.